Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're going to change the oil on this, which is my 2016 BMW 340i M Sport. It's my daily driver. It's a pretty quick car. It's got about 320 horse turbo. And I've had it for about 2 years now. It just came out of CPO, certified pre-owned warranty, so I'm starting to own some of the maintenance on it, as the BMW dealer is very expensive for oil changes, as you can only imagine. So this has got the twin power turbo, or the twin scroll turbo. It's a single turbocharged B58, about 320 horse, and puts out a maddening amount of torque. It's really fast off the line. 0 to 60 around 5 seconds. And it's got that M Sport edition, so it's got the bigger 19-inch wheels. I did put Michelin Pilot Sports on it. I used to have a M3 prior to this, and this was basically kind of a replacement for that car, since I've got a little one, and he's able to ride in the back with me. As when you get family, it changes your perspective on who you need to tool around with you. So yeah, let's get into the oil change and dig in and start unpacking materials for what we need for the job. Okay, so I always order all my parts from these BMW parts. My 2002 M3, I used to do all the work on it as well too. So the best way to try to get those parts is to order them from a dealer online, rather than going to a local dealer. You're going to spend at least 20 to 30% reduction in part costs. There's a great place that I've been using for many years called Tischer BMW, and they're out on the East Coast. They now go underneath the name of Real OEM Parts, and so they're up online. This is how I've got the box here, but you can see it's BMW of Silver Spring, or BMW of Silver Spring, Maryland. But yeah, they used to be known as Tischer BMW. And so we'll take the packing list out here. And start cutting this open here. Okay, so here's what's in the box for our oil change. Some nice corrugated packing material and some fancy twin power turbo oil. This was the required oil for this, and that's obviously our oil filter. So, and it looks like we've got 7 liters of oil. And so interesting array of packing material there. Okay, so that's the material that we're going to need for the job. And so let's start digging in. Okay, so this simply is a big cover that sits on top of the motor and exposes all that. So long gone are the days of a look at all this fancy stuff in here. So in this, right down in here, is actually where the oil filter housing is, if you can see that. It's down there, and it takes, I believe, a 32 millimeter socket. So that's what we'll need to take off. And so let's check and see if I've got one of those. I think I do. Well, we didn't have the socket that we needed, so off to Lowe's, believe it or not, to get a Craftsman. It's Lowe's is carrying Craftsman again. I guess we're in lieu of Sears closing. So a Craftsman socket, I got a 32 millimeter. That was actually pretty comparable compared to buying it someplace else. So that's good. So that'll help. And I got the car up on jack stands, and actually started taking the cover off as I showed you guys, and so now I got better visibility to that, which is where the oil filter is. So first time at this still. And then down below here there is this little trap doorage, and you kind of just do this, which I'm kind of surprised from BMW, just a little slotted thing, and there's your oil change nut right there. So get the pan out and start draining it. Okay, so we got the drain plug off. Really simple, no magnet on it. There's a copper washer we'll replace. And the oil is draining away. Quite a lot of oil in there, actually. 7 quarts. So it's starting to go. It's kind of dark. I'll be honest, it's a few hundred miles past due. But let it drain here, get the filter out up top. Okay, so here's the oil filter contraption. You got to use a universal joint. And if you get in here with the wrench, it starts to break it loose. You want to go with the longer. A little bit more clearance. There we go. If I was going to give BMW some feedback on this, it's probably could be done a little different, but it's tight getting in here. So I'm going to do another trick here and grab a plastic bag with it. I got a feeling this is going to get messy. Not too bad. Whew, she's toasty. So just like that. That's out. So now we come over here to the changeover. First they give you a new O-ring and a new copper washer, and then your new oil filter. So we're going to take that O-ring off, which comes off pretty easily. And we're just going to slip this new one back over. a little bit of the old oil to throw it on there a little bit. Take the new filter out. And that's simply gonna lock into place just like that. And take the old washer off and the new washer on. And the rest of it goes in the trash. Cool. So that's the two. And we can put these back in the car. And threading it on here to get started so I don't mess up any of the threads. It's just about getting this the right angle to get this seated. Okay, it's on. So quite the contraption to changing the oil, but it works. And then our 17 millimeter to put the nut back on. And just snug, not too much, but just snug. Flat screwdriver to close the trap door. There's probably a better tool for this as well. The challenge here is the BMW dealer's already kind of done a number on this, because it looks like I'm not the first to it. Anyways, we got it. Now it's about putting 7 quarts of oil back in. There we go. Big mouth filter. Yeah, this 0W20, it's kind of watery compared to what I'm used to looking at. Like the Porsche uses 20W50, so that's like maple syrup compared to this. Twin power turbo oil here. Here, run down to the pan. And 7. So the interesting thing about this motor is it doesn't actually have a physical dipstick. You actually check the oil from the computer inside on the car, and we'll do that as well too. So now we'll drop it down off the jack stands, get it back on the ground, start it up, and I'll show you how to reset it and go to the next step. Okay, so if we press and hold this, reset possible. So you can see it kind of takes you through, and then we're going to go through this and hold, and then yes to reset it again. Reset in progress. Reset successful. Okay, so we're back to 9,000 miles and done. So as you can see, all that's out. Okay, so now let's start up the car. then going back into the option menu, vehicle info, vehicle status. It says engine oil level, okay. Measurement only on, switched on. Do not press the accelerator. Start measurement. So select P or neutral, which we already have. Do not press accelerator. So we must not be warm enough yet to do the measurement. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can measure it now. There it is. Gotta keep that motor up. Okay, that's it, measured. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed getting green with me and changing the oil on the 340 for the first time. Not too tough of a process. I've had BMWs for quite a few many years now, and yeah, this is pretty straightforward. So keep watching, subscribe to the channel if you like. We'll keep doing more and more videos on cars and motorsports. So catch you next time. Peace.